But we begin today with the prospect of the college football playoff expanding from 4 teams to 12. Pat Forty and Ross Dellinger of Sports Illustrated were first to report that a working group within the playoff committee will recommend expansion to 6 conference champions and 6 at-large schools, with the 4 highest-ranked champions getting byes. It's not a done deal, Wilbon, but how does it sound to you?
Terrible. And Tony, you know, for years, I mean, you and I sort of switched places on this. You didn't want a playoff, and I said, give me a playoff. I mean, give me 4 teams, give me 2 teams, give me something, give me a playoff. But of course, Tony, they overdo everything. It's like, you know, a movie's not good enough. You got to have 8 sequels, and all 8 of the sequels stink. Well, this stinks. Because now you're talking about having to win 3 games or 4 games to win a national championship. And on top of a 12-game season, you could be talking 16.
Right.
Now you're talking the NFL. And so these people who give you, we care first and foremost about, you know, health and safety. Once again, that's a lie. And it always is, Tone. You don't need that much football. Not that much. I appreciate the notion of including more teams and more conferences and the little guy and having Cinderella. But, Tone, this is way too much.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in agreement with you. 12 seems wildly high to me. I would go to 8, but 12, and to this point, if you finish a conference schedule and you crown a conference champion, which is at least 1 playoff game within the conference, one of the at-large teams could get into the final having played 4 extra games or 16 or 17 games. That's an enormous amount of games if you're not paying the labor force. These kids are not getting paid. You know, where is Mark Emmert on this? Surely not behind paying the players. Now, there's a couple of things that I like. I like the fact that the conference champions are not even guaranteed to be in because there are 10 conferences. The 6 highest conference champions would get in. So the Pac-12 might not get in again, which would make me laugh.
I knew
the
you'd work
legacy
your way
of
to that.
Larry Scott. If it happened this past year, the Pac-12 conference champion was behind Cincinnati and was behind Coastal Carolina and would not have gotten in. The other thing, and they wouldn't have gotten in. The other thing that interests me about this is that there's no limit on how many teams from a conference can go. So the SEC, which I know you hate, could conceivably have 5 at-large teams.
It's the best conference.
And then
it's the best
you'd
conference.
want them for the Big Ten.
My conference, not somebody else's. But, Tone, let's just go back to, I mean, that's so much football. And by the way, these are the same people, hypocrites and dopes, who are never to be believed that they are. These are largely the same people, certainly the same body institutionally, that didn't want any playoff. They didn't want any playoff until they realized the hundreds of millions of dollars it delivers. And they said, oh, wait, you know, we didn't know we were being such dopes. You and I knew, and everybody else who pays attention knew they were being dopes. And now they want more playoff teams than the NFL has. I mean, it's just, it's too much. Somebody needs to stop them. I don't know who that somebody would be, but these are the same people who didn't want one.
Hold on a second, because let me tell you who won't stop them. This network, because college football is a gold mine, and ESPN will line up to hand people money. As Don Ohlmeyer used to say, the answer to all your questions is money. And that's a gold mine, so they're going to do it. We will move on.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.